be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. My way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. Na, 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 na. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah. Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. Myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. It's a real good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up! Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed, got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. My way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah. Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. It's a real good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day.
Happy Wednesday. Good to see you guys. Nice to be back here in the saddle with you, in person and live on TNT. So thanks for joining me today on 4/6 of 2022. Two topics for us today: parallel between car inventory and home inventory. So that was a topic that we dropped off from last time that Shana was sitting here next to me, and I promised we would cover that one. So we'll refresh and re-highlight what was going on there, and you'll hear some commentary on that perspective nonetheless and how they are in parallel. So I'm gonna have to get my mind right and remember what I was thinking about all those days ago. So yeah, that's a real thing. We'll get that going. So, and then metal survey stakes, and showing how they are a great idea for permanent property lines. If you have a client getting an appraisal, or a survey, a survey. If you have a client getting a survey and their property lines are all marked, and you have like one of those little flags that are out there in your property, I'm going to show you how you could replace them with a metal version that's hidden under the soil, and then you could find it at any time and you won't miss or lose things, and you can find it with a metal detector. So I'll go over that with you guys here in just a little bit as topic number 2. Let's see here. We do have some good attendance. Thank you guys for that. Stacey, it is Can't Stop, Won't Stop Wednesday. Great point for bringing that up. And there are agent meetings today. Agent meetings. So those will be going on. And Stacey's weekly update. Let's cover that. Omkar, I need to pull that up. She emailed that over to us yesterday. So we will cover that. Let's actually throw that in. So Omkar, you have that, right? And you'll be able to throw that up. Perfect. So I'm going to, that's my bad. Thank you for reminding me, Stacey. So we're going to go with metal survey stakes first is our first topic, Omkar. And then our second topic is going to be Stacey's weekly update. And then we'll adjust accordingly. That'll give you enough time to get that all pulled up. So thank you guys. And a reminder, the Zoom meeting at 10 o'clock today. That's going to be with Stacey, right? So that's Zoom meeting with Stacey for the Agent Weekly Workshop. That topic is going to be amazing today. So we will see you guys at 10 o'clock Central Time there. So why don't we, without further ado, well, looks like I'm reconnecting. That's awesome. I'm going to hit the bell and do it myself. Let's see what we do. Metal survey stakes. How are they used for surveys, and what can that do for you? What we're going to do is take a look at what this is all about, show you how you and your clients can have a long-term solution that works for them instead of just having those like pink flags all over the place. And you know, if somebody goes along and moves them, what does that look like? And how can we do that going forward? So let's go ahead and share my screen and go over and highlight this link for us here and show that off if we could, Omkar. Well, I think he's having a connection problem. Let's go to talking head with screen. And there we go. All right, so here we are. Survey markers. These are how you can purchase them on Amazon. They are $32.99 for 4 of them. It's a 4-pack. And what happens with those is these are items that you can actually take and insert under the ground. There's a great example of this. So I'm going to take control of the mouse here and show us what these look like. So when the surveyor comes out and puts those pink flags out there, those are only going to stay there so long. I would strongly suggest that you go out and replace them with something just like this. It makes it nice and easy. I'm going to run this quick video and show you exactly how this gentleman goes about doing this. So let's hit play on this. We'll see how he puts them in the ground and how that all works. It's super short, and we'll finish this topic up. So here we go.
Hi, I'm Will with Seaside Supply. Today I'm going to show you some installation tips for our patent-pending low-profile survey stakes. They're all hot-dip galvanized to protect against corrosion, and then we have some models where the heads are painted for increased visibility. Depending on your soil type, there's different ways to install them. The easiest method is you can take it and start it in the ground, and then you can stomp it the rest of the way in with your foot. If you have a rubber mallet, you can simply hit it with the rubber mallet and install it. If you don't have a rubber mallet and all you have is a metal hammer, just like you wouldn't want to hit a painted bicycle or automobile with a metal object, the simplest thing is just to take your packaging that the stake came in and roll it up and put it over the painted head while you hit it with the metal hammer to install it. These stakes have tons of uses: ball fields, property corners, septic drain fields, underground utilities, etc. Now we're gonna get the lawnmower out and mow over. One last tip is that when you install them, kind of make sure they are where you want them, because they do not come out of the ground as easy as you think. You'll probably need to take a shovel and pry them to get them back out of the ground. Thank you. Go. This product has hundreds of uses and will be around for lifetimes.
Well, that's good to see there. Glad to see that gentleman's a
Hi,
John
I'm
Deere
Will with
man.
Seaside Supply.
He did a
I'm
good
going to
job
share with you some
explaining the
advantages of our
product
patent
for us.
pending low profile
And I
survey
think you guys
stakes.
can see the uses
They come in
of it.
two
I
models.
believe
We have a
it's kind of
6-inch
understood.
model with
But
approximately
if you
2
went
1/4
through
inch
and
head.
did the hard
Then we have an
work to get a
XL
survey
10-inch
done,
model.
Make sure that you have the lasting impact here. My guess is you're going to need more than 4 of them. It'll help you locate those lines and put a permanent thing down. You can then go back years later and find them with a metal detector and make it nice and easy on yourself, or just kind of know where they are, but it's nice and permanent. People come by, and as soon as they mow the lawn, they move those, the stakes, and then you have yourself a problem. So another way to find it is to use OnX. OnX is another way that you have your property boundaries. They're pretty close, but this is a little bit more accurate. Just don't waste the money that you have from the survey stakes and make them permanent. Highly, highly suggested, ladies and gentlemen. And we're done with that topic. See ya. Thank you to Stacey for reminding me about Stacey's weekly update. It's supposed to be on Monday, but it wasn't. And it was supposed to be on Tuesday, but it wasn't. So today is Wednesday. Can't Stop, Won't Stop Wednesday with Stacey. Here we go.
Hey, good morning, Acquisto Real Estate family, and everyone who's joined us for TNT today. Happy Tuesday. I hope that everybody had a great weekend. I will tell you, my treadmill desk showed up, and it is fantastic, and I love it and cannot wait to continue to utilize it in the future and log in some extra steps during the day while working. I did go show properties this weekend and wanted to give you guys my takeaway on a couple of things. So I know that we try really hard to make sure that everything is done correctly, and I want to share the seller's disclosure. It's important. It's important that it is available once the house goes on the market for showings, because people will have questions, just like we did. My clients did, I did. We were trying to get some general information. I had to ask the listing agent 4 times for the seller's disclosure. When I finally got the seller's disclosure, it was not completely filled out. A lot of it was left blank. It wasn't filled in, and it didn't answer any of our questions or address any of our concerns. So the other thing I wanted to point out is it is that time of year that everybody, buyer, seller, everybody needs to have their HVAC cleaned and serviced before the summer. If you have a listing, please go ahead and tell your clients to get their HVAC cleaned and serviced. The reason I say this is one of the houses that we saw this weekend, and it was one of the ones that my clients really liked. We're standing out in the backyard. We can see the 2 AC condensers outside. One's newer, one looks to be potentially original. And we're watching water pour from one of the emergency drain pipes from the second story, which most likely is one of the drain pans is completely full and overflowing, which is why the water's draining down and dripping. So this would help everybody, your seller, the buyers, everybody, if all of our listings have a HVAC cleaned and serviced, clean bill of health, and alleviates any issues while the house is on the market or going on the market. So, and it would address any concerns if there was something like that. So just keep that in mind. I don't think that's a bad idea, but we are getting into that time of year where it's getting hot and most everybody's going to be running their ACs. You don't want to end up like me, not having an AC for 3 or 4 days during the summer. Now, in my defense, I will say this. We've always had our units cleaned and serviced twice a year, and our AC just gave out. And it happens. It's nothing that we did wrong. And our unit at that time wasn't even that old. It was the one the builder put in, and it was only 12 years old. And again, we had ours cleaned and serviced twice a year. We'd even replaced the coils, but the unit gave out completely. And we were stuck 2 years ago during COVID, locked down without an AC for 3 or 4 days. So just keep it in mind and keep encouraging your sellers to do these things, which will actually prevent, issues from coming up in the future. So let's talk about fantastic week we had last week, March 28th through April 3rd. We had 4 contracts turned in and 3 closings for the week. So congratulations, everyone. Great way to finish out last quarter and start this quarter. Proud of all you guys. So if you need me, you know where to find me. Talk to you soon.
All right, Stacey, thank you. You brought up a few really good points there, so I want to hit on that. Refer back to a previous episode on ACs, right? And I talked about the waiting times, and I believe that with how far we are behind on things with supply issues, that we're going to run into like probably a month or more delay on being able to have our AC units replaced because of shortages in the actual units. So, Stacey, if you thought 3 days was bad, yeah, welcome to this summer. You are expected to have probably a month or more wait times as soon as you get into the heat of the summer for when you can have an AC unit installed, because they just simply are not available. 4 and 5 ton units, not available in most brands currently. That's going to give you a real problem. So yes, have them serviced, have them replaced right now if you know you're going to have any problems, because later on you definitively will have an issue. So that's AC update for this year. Secondary update on AC that you also said, Stacey, and I'm not an AC technician nor an expert in it, but I do pretend to be one from time to time, so I'll continue on. AC, when it drips outside, there's supposed to be 2 different fail safes that go on. One is the line that drips outside, but the other one is supposed to be that it goes into the interior plumbing in the house, and the unit drains when the condenser drains. It drains into the plumbing system, and sometimes it goes right into it, normally to the closest bathroom, plumbed right into the drain, so that doesn't happen. Sometimes they do it backwards and do it wrong and have it drip outside. I don't know that what you were seeing necessarily was, it was one of 2 things. It was either plumbed backwards and it was dripping outside, and then the overflow was inside, and they just happened to plumb it backwards as a problem, or that the drain pans were actually full, but I kind of doubt that they actually were full, because people normally do see that. So just, maybe give that house a second look and think that it was something else that it was, and maybe not that. So for what that's worth, give that a shot. I am impressed that you're doing all these different things, Stacey, because you do learn a lot more. I like people to walk through all the way through the process sometimes, and maybe try it the other way, like do Stacey's job for yourself, and don't have a transaction coordinator on any one file, and see how it goes for yourself and see what that is. What you'll find is that you'll have a deeper appreciation for the person on the other side and what they are doing, and you'll learn a little something from it. So, Stacey, thank you for all the learning. Thank you for everything you do. And we're done. That's a wrap. That was a really weak bell. Just totally butchered that. Let's go. Bell time. That's a wrap. Well, that's going to be a wrap. Only covered 2 topics, Stacey, and then the whole survey thing and how you can make sure that you mark your property lines there correctly. The second one that I talked to you about there within that topic of the property boundary lines was on X. Previously spoke about that. It is super, super helpful. You can use that version here. You can scroll to exactly where you are. You can see where you are on that property, right? So I am here located at Mike and Shana's house, and it shows me exactly where in the house I am, right? So you look at that blue dot, that's our house, and that's exactly where I am within the house. So that's on X. And then I could walk over and I would see the property lines. So super helpful when you're showing any property. If you want to look at it and see what's going on, then you just hit that like center button, locate yourself, and there you go. So that's on X. A quick reminder of it. I have previously spoke about this. I believe we're out of town when we spoke about it, and there's an episode all about it. Check it out on ONX, like as in like on this spot on X. And I use the hunt version, but I'm not a hunter, but like it seems to be better for what that's worth. See ya. That's a wrap. Reminder, 10 o'clock. Stacey, Zoom. So, Amy, that metal survey stake thing, that was pretty much you. That's why I was bringing that up, because I know you had a survey done. Go ahead and do that for yourself. Reminder, it's your brother. Do it. Goodbye. See ya.
Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up! Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good